Commerce based in Paris in association with the World Customs Organization. It is basically the initiative of public-private partnership. As already Mr. Reddy mentioned, there are 79 countries, and in every country, largest chamber has been authorized by the government to facilitate ATA Carnets in that country. In India, FICCI has been authorized by the Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs to facilitate ATA Carnet in the country. Now we can come to FICCI's role as National Issuing and Guaranteeing Association for its operation in India. FICCI is responsible and it's closely working with CBIC for its smooth operation and administration of ATA Carnet system in India. And FICCI is also closely working with World ATA Carnet Council and also the 79 partner member countries for the seamless operation worldwide. As Mr. Satish Reddy mentioned, FICCI's main responsibility is guaranteeing the payment of duties and taxes in the country of import and India. So these are the 79 member countries list. He has briefed how it works and all. Basically, it works as a financial guarantee in the countries of import. And the important thing is like the document need to be presented at every customs point in India and in the countries of import, which is very important. And also goods have to be re-exported back within the time limit fixed by the foreign customs at the time of importation, which is very important. Otherwise, duty becomes payable in the country of import. So the Carnet holder has to follow the procedures and the obligations to be followed in all countries. So now I'll come to how to apply for Carnet and who can apply for Carnet. Any company or an individual like artists, journalists, even student can apply for Carnet, and it can be applied by startups and small and medium enterprises as well. And even customs agent or freight forwarding companies can apply on behalf of any exporter. The application need to be filed online, which is available through our website, atacarnet.in, which provides details of all Carnet related information. These are the documents required. We need a list of goods to be carried. And also there is a security deposit to be given in the form of a bank guarantee or cash deposit as per the import duty applicable in the country of destination, plus further 10%. This is fully refundable. Once you complete your trip, you have to come back to FICCI with the used Carnet. We verify the documents, and once it is properly verified, the security deposit will be fully refunded in 15 to 20 days time. And there is a processing fee, which again depends on the number of countries and the value of the goods, and an application form and undertaking to be given to FICCI as per the format provided by FICCI. So you should have a valid user ID and password to apply for the Carnet. So once you have a valid ID and password, you can apply for a new Carnet. There are 4 steps involved. Fill application form. In this you have to provide your company details, and the next step is fill pro forma invoice, which means you have to provide the details of goods to be carried by you along with the name of the countries to be visited. Once you provide these details, our system will automatically calculate the amount of fee to be given and also the security deposit to be submitted to FICCI. Based on this information, you can prepare your documents and send the original documents to FICCI for processing along with the application and undertaking form, which will be again generated through our online system. There is an option of uploading all the scanned documents in our portal. On receipt of scanned documents, we'll start the processing before we receive the original documents from you. Some of the initiatives which has been highlighted by Mr. Reddy as well. Initially, when the system was introduced, only 5 customs officers were authorized for the Carnet transactions. Now it has been expanded to 11 customs officers in India, and it will be expanded more in the near future. Another initiative which he has already mentioned, implementation of India-Taiwan bilateral Carnet protocol, which was implemented in 2014. This facilitates free movement of exhibition goods between India and Taiwan. And the expansion of scope of ATA Carnet to private exhibitions. Initially, when the system was introduced in 89-90, only goods meant for government-approved exhibitions fairs were allowed. Now it has been extended to all exhibitions and fairs, and also extended for professional equipment. Now Carnet can be used for almost all activities, including film shoot, TV shoot, testing, demonstration, and even for sporting activities it can be used. So FICCI has been doing various promotion activities for the last many years. Even though the number of Carnet issued in India is very less, that's why we have been continuing doing this activity as much as we can. So we do a lot of programs in important cities in India. We even exhibit in important exhibitions, fairs, and we also write articles in leading trade magazines, house magazines of export promotion councils. We give advertisements in various print and electronic media. So here I would like to show the sample Carnet document, how it will look like. This is the Carnet document. It's a 10-page document which carries different forms for different customs. So I'll explain the same in the presentation. This is the front page which carries details of the Carnet holder, name of the country to be visited and the purpose of visit, etc. Here this is the reverse side of the front cover which carries the details of goods. So your goods details will be printed here. So these are the sheets which has to be presented to Indian Customs at the exit entry points, and these two sheets will be retained by the customs officials, and these are the sheets will be endorsed and returned back to you, which has to be returned to FICCI after use. This you have to take care the customs is endorsing properly or not, which is very important to get your security deposit back. And similarly, in foreign countries, these two sheets will be used at the entry-exit points. And foreign customs also retains certain portion for their records and return the endorsed part back to the holder. The blue sheets are normally used in transit countries before the final point of importation, if you have any. This is a green back cover which covers notes on the use of ATA Carnet. So without back cover, Carnet is not valid. These are some of the sectors which are regularly using ATA Carnet services, which is media and entertainment, gem and jewelry, automobile, engineering, leather, textile, individual designers, artists, etc. So some of our prestigious Carnet holders are Tata Power SED, Bharat Electronics, HAL, ISRO, Titan Industries, Larsen & Toubro, Bharat Dynamics Limited. Almost all big companies are using the service for their testing, demonstration, or for exhibitions, fairs, or other activities abroad. All media companies like NDTV, Times Group, Star India, TV18, whenever they go for media coverage out of India, they use this service. Similarly, all automobile companies like Tata Motors, Mahindra & Mahindra, MG Motors, TVS Motors, all these companies are already using this ATA Carnet services from India. So these are some of the Bollywood companies who are regularly using this service, like Yashraj Films, Dharma Productions, Akshay Puri Productions, Pooja Entertainment, Nadiadwala Brands and Entertainment Private Limited, many more. And companies like Sabyasachi use the service for taking their products for exhibitions, shows abroad. Similarly, Isha Foundation use the service for their well-being events in many countries abroad. Arijit Singh is a famous playback singer. He uses the service for taking his equipment for shows abroad. So they are regular users of this service for the last many years. So these are some of the Tollywood companies who are using this service regularly. Sri Venkateshwara Creations, UV Creations, Swapna Cinema, 14 Reels Entertainment, Picture House Media, People Media Factory. So all these companies are already using this service. Maybe people who are not aware of these services can actually make use of this in the near future. So these are some of our prestigious holders from the gem and jewelry sector. From Hyderabad, I think PMG Gems and Jewelers, Shriji Jewelers Exim Private Limited are the regular users, and others are from Mumbai-based seeds manufacturers who use us regularly of this service. So we can discuss more on the question and answer session. Now I conclude my presentation. Now it's time for the keynote address by our chief guest, Mr. D.P. Naidu, IRS Principal Commissioner, Hyderabad Customs Commissionerate. I am requesting Mr. D.P. Naidu to take the floor, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. Dignitaries and dais, my dear friend and earlier batchmate in the service, Satish Reddy, Mr. Sumit Kumar Gupta from FICCI, Suresh Kumar Singhal, and Mr. Chakravarti from FTCCI, Ms. Vijay Lakshmi, and delegates here and representatives from the trade and industry. You had a detailed presentation on ATA Carnet and how it works, what are the eligible items are for import or export, and who are using that facility. But my experience in Hyderabad Customs are what we had seen. Mainly media or cinema, entertainment sector is using this, not much in other sectors. But major use was last time when there was a Formula racing held here. A lot of cars were imported and then again re-exported. That was a major event where Hyderabad, it was used, Hyderabad Customs. Otherwise, as I said, a few from the cinema industry or entertainment industry or media, they are using mainly through the Hyderabad Air Cargo Complex. Maybe with this awareness campaign or the program, maybe more and more representatives or trade or industry would be professionals would be using this facility, which would facilitate them to take abroad the equipment or their goods and then bring it back within the period, or to encourage their trade partners abroad to bring their goods or services for the purpose of maybe exhibition trade or professional purpose. So that would be, this would be a very good scheme. Further, as at Hyderabad Customs, on behalf of FICCI and from the government side, I would like to assure you that we would be in the forefront in facilitating any ATA Carnet or any other trade facilitation for the purpose of import or export. Hyderabad Customs is always at the forefront, and in this regard I would like to just mention about the time release study conducted recently in July, where Hyderabad Air Cargo Complex was ranked #1 in imports and #2 in exports as far as the dwell time or the clearance time taken for the import of the goods and goods. So we would like to maintain the same trend and maybe get #1 in exports also for our air cargo. And Hyderabad Customs, apart from the air cargo international airport, there are 2 ICDs, inland container depots at Sanat Nagar and Timapur, and also with 2 container freight stations at Kukatpalli and also at Muttangi, managed by BATCO and CWC. Of course, we have ICD at Timapur, and there is an international courier terminal for, as of now, for export at international airport, and shortly we are facilitating courier for imports also. As of now, import courier comes from Bangalore, but maybe within the next few weeks, maybe 2 to 3 weeks or 4 weeks, international courier terminal for imports also would be operating from Hyderabad International Airport. So, if you see maybe a change like whatever various trade facilitation measures, including ATA Carnet, where India is one of the oldest signatory to that convention. lot of trade facilitation measures have been taken by the Indian Customs Department or part of Government of India reforms, part of maybe trade liberalization or globalization. You see, over the last 30-35 years, maybe a lot of changes have come where Customs Department has reinvented itself, re-engineered its processes, various processes for import, export, and taken a lot of multitude measures to facilitate cross-border trade, maybe border management with different agencies, border management in the sense in the economic frontiers of the country, not the security, part of security, but mainly economic frontiers of the country. Starting from the electronic data EDI system, that is electronic portal for import-export, maybe risk management system where instead of physical examination of each and every consignment, most of the 90% of the consignments are cleared through the system, that is, it's called risk management system. System identifies and gives clearance. Only a few cases system selects for examination or assessment. So more than 90% of the trade is facilitated through this RMS. Then of course we have self-assessment where importers or exporters, they only do their assessment. So with that RMS and the self-assessment, more, as I said, more than 90% gets cleared. And part of the ease of doing business, a lot of other measures have been adopted. The latest being the Turant Customs, where SWIFT mechanism, e-Sanchit, SWIFT is where various agencies, Customs acts as an interface for various other agencies for trade facilitation of trade. Like you have various partner agencies in import or export. Let us say maybe drug controller comes, then quarantine, plant quarantine, animal quarantine, then food safety authority, FSI we call. So various port health authorities, various agencies are involved there. So Customs brought them all in one single platform so that an online clearance can be facilitated by everybody instead of going around to different agencies. So, and apart from that,